So if you guys ever want to battle me, the easiest way is going to be over Twitter, because if I'm not on stream, I'm generally going to ask for battles over Twitter, and within the next couple weeks, I'm probably not going to be able to stream anytime soon because of work and other things, so I'm going to be asking for battles a lot on Twitter in the next couple weeks, so follow me on Twitter, and when I ask for a battle, you can get a battle from me. So easy as that. But anyways, hey guys, wow, we got a game here today against doubleedgedw0mbat, aka Siberia. It's an old friend of mine from a while ago, and I didn't even know he existed until just recently when I started, uploading again, so it's kind of cool to see him again. But anyways, still using that one team. In more recent battles, I'm going to have a Garchomp over the Breloom, but I don't know about it right now. But we'll talk about that later. But anyways, his team, he's got a pretty good team working on his end. Like, I like the double dragon idea he's got working, and that's something I want to do sometime. It's just I haven't got it working yet. But threats I'm going to look at on his end are going to be the Altaria and the Keldeo, just because Keldeo's got some really nice, bulk, quote-unquote bulk to it, and some nice potential to it, because it can take hits, and then it's got really good coverage, so it's going to be annoying. Altaria, once it sets up one Dragon hits, it can blow through most of my team, so I got to make sure I preserve Scizor well enough, and have a little bit for Keldeo to deal with. Otherwise, the only other thing I can think of that's going to be annoying is the Scizor, but I know his Altaria's is Mega, so that'll make it a little bit easier of a matchup for me. But leads on his end, I thought he might want to go to his Rotom or his Talonflame, maybe even his fucking Keldeo. So I go with my own Rotom. He goes to Garchomp, which is just fine, because I figure, okay, he's most likely just going to set up Stealth Rocks right away, so I might as well just go for Will-O-Wisp. But he goes for Swords Dance right off the bat, and I miss a Will-O-Wisp, which, I mean, it's not that huge, but at the same time it is huge, because he had the Lumberry, so the initial, if I hit the Will-O-Wisp, would have gotten the Lumberry out of the way, and then I would have actually got a burn on him, which it really would have let me attempt to save my Rotom, and then other plays later would have mattered more. So it's kind of annoying, but at the same time it isn't as huge as it could have been, but oh well. Here going to Greninja, I have to just safely go for the Ice Beam, because Garchomp's already at +2 and nothing wants to take a hit from it, so I really just need to try and get it out of the way right now. So that's why I just went straight for it. And then he brings in Rotom. I see the leftover, so I can safely just go for U-turn to get some damage off, and then go into my Breloom, because since I don't have my Rotom anymore, it's going to be a lot harder to play around other Rotoms. So Breloom was the best thing I had to take any potential hit. And if he's going to Will-O-Wisp, I kind of wasn't concerned, because Breloom didn't seem like it was going to be that important anyways, so I felt more comfortable sacking it. But here he brought in the Talonflame off of the Volt Switch. I can safely go into Heat Train to take any potential hit and attempt to do whatever I want. But he doubles into Garchomp, I guess expecting my Heat Train, but he didn't know I would have a Balloon. But there, since I saw the SD earlier, I expected him to just go straight for Dragon Claw to break my Balloon and then hit me with Earthquake. But instead, he decides to lay up his own Stealth Rocks. I didn't know he would do that, but I still get the Flash Cannon off because I want to be safe, expecting that Dragon Claw so I can at least get damage off. He goes into Keldeo. I see he's not the form that lets him have Secret Sword, but he might have just had Secret Sword on it anyways and transferred it up, but who fucking knows. I get hit with a Scald, or 2 Scalds, but I get an Earth Power off on him, so I at least got some damage off. So I take him out, but now I have no effective way of dealing with this thing, because I have Scarf Landers, but I really don't want an Earthquake, because I know he has plenty of things to take the Earthquake. So I thought here he would expect my Earthquake and just want to switch out, but I guess he either wanted to sack Keldeo or knew I would go for U-turn, knowing I really can't risk him going into something else to expect the Earthquake. So I U-turn out into Breloom, and at that range, I'm gonna hope to God I can kill him with Mach Punch, just because, Technician Breloom is kind of good. So I'm just gonna go straight for the Mach Punch. I'm luckily able to take him out, so that is just great that I get him out of the way right there. He's gonna go into Garchomp right here. Breloom really isn't going to have that much use after this anyway, so I might as well just hit him with a Mach Punch and let myself go. Plus, I get to scout out what he's going to do right here, which is just go for Dragon Claw, which doesn't really matter because I can just go into Greninja, and I'm going to go for Dark Pulse because that'll hit all of his Pokemon. So if he wants to, for some reason, preserve Garchomp, I at least get an overall coverage move off on him. So that takes him out, which is cool because it's out of the way. But here's going to go into the Rotom. I'm just going to go for U-turn just because I really don't want Greninja to die just yet, because I know it can still have a use against his his Altaria, and to a lesser extent his Scizor, just basically as extra assurance factor. But I go into Scizor because I figure it's probably the thing I can let take a hit the most, just because it's not going to seem as useful as it could. But unfortunately it gets a crit on me, and it's gonna quote-unquote matter. You'll see why later, but again, it isn't the hugest thing ever, but it's still, in general, how I'm gonna play it is why it's gonna matter. But here, I'm just gonna Mega Up and go for U-turn. I didn't want to risk him being a Swords Dancing Scizor. Just looking at his team, he definitely could be that, but at the same time, I know he needs a Defogger, but I'd rather be safe than sorry and just go into Landers and get the Intimidate off, and then at the very least, I can start hitting with Earthquakes if he does Swords Dance. Otherwise, I can just do whatever else I want to. He does just Defog, which means he can switch in his Altaria and his Talonflame a lot easier, which is why I just go straight for Knockoff right there, because I want to make sure I did something that would overall hit everything, even if it's not going to do much to the Altaria. But he's just going to U-turn out right there because it's safe enough. And he goes into said Altaria, which now I have to go into Scizor. I don't even care what he's going for. I have to go into it just for safety purposes. And he's going to Mega Up and just go straight for the return, which will do a pretty decent chunk, which if he didn't get the crit earlier, I would have played this move a lot differently, because I thought the Bullet Punch was going to be too risky for him to risk staying in for, so I thought he was just going to switch out. So I was going for U-turn, but if I had more health, I definitely would have gone for the Bullet Punch and definitely risked it, but I really couldn't take that risk factor of him switching out and then me being fucked. But I got fucked either way, so that sucks. But now I'm just going to go into Greninja, and I just have to go straight for Ice Beam because it's all I can risk right now. But he's going to go into Talonflame. I really have nothing better to do, so I just kind of have to stay in with Greninja and let it die. And then, yeah, because I wanted the free switch into Landorus, because that's the only thing I could really do is just fucking knock myself into Stone Edge and hope that I can somehow kill all of his team. I mean, he'll still be able to go into Scizor and just revenge me with Bullet Punch, but I had to at least try. But he does take me down with the Brave Bird. Or no, he doesn't take me down with Brave Bird. I take him down with Stone Edge, but leaves me at a low enough health from the Brave Bird to where anything's really going to take me down. He goes into Altaria, which if I had gotten the Bullet Punch off, definitely should have been able to kill him with Stone Edge, but I'm not able to take him out, and then he takes me down with a turn. But he still would have had Scizor if I did get the Bullet Punch off, and then otherwise he would have just gone to that Bullet Punch to me, which should have killed me. If it didn't, whatever. But that is the game, so good game, Siberia. I mean, Pack sucks, but I don't really know how else it would have played out otherwise, but, you know, it is what it is, and it was still a good game. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll actually have some UU games for you guys coming up soon, so be on the lookout for that, because I actually built a team for that, so, I think I'll upload one tomorrow, actually. But, anyways, that'll be for this, so hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah, or comment, sub, and later, guys.